in Tagalog if you may, ba't mo nasabing nakaka-alarma yung sinabi ng Vice Presidente na yung instruction na huwag kang titigil hanggat hindi mo napapatay ang Pangulo, ang unang ginang, at ang former Speaker ng House of Representatives. Ba't mahalaga? Ba't alarming yan?
Well, Your Honor, pwede hong mag-take advantage yung ibang grupo dyan, ibang individual. God forbid may mangyari sa Vice Presidente for one reason or the other. Matitrigger ho ngayon yung instruction, and then papatayin ngayon yung, God forbid again, ang Presidente, Lisa Marcos, ang former Speaker. And in fact, even yung triggering na phase na yon, pwedeng mag-take advantage doon yung ibang grupo, thinking na pag in-assassinate natin ang tatlo, ang sisisihin ang Vice Presidente. So marami hong anggulo, Your Honor, para ho sa amin, sa law enforcement, medyo magiging disorder, magiging chaotic, magiging anarchy yung society pag...
Enzo Recto, kalaban ang katiwalian at kasinungalingan, kakampi sa katotohanan at kabutihan.
Walang buboto sa'yo. Please lang.
Okay. Thank you.
Wala.
So, Your Honor, those were the 7 timestamps, portions of the video where the Vice President hurled invectives and profanities. Now, the question is, may I proceed, Your Honor?
Counsel, to clarify,
Yeah, opo.
that the Vice President hurled invectives, period, not necessarily against the 3 officials mentioned.
Most of them were against the 3 officials, Your Honor, please.
I only counted or heard 1 or 2. Out of the 7, I heard Representative Chua, but he's not one of the subject matters of this case. But just for the record, does the witness confirm that? Out of the 7 timestamps, there are approximately 2 or 3 that mentioned either all 3 or 1 of the top officials. Would that be correct, Mr. Witness?
I think more than that, sir, if you can see the
Make your
context.
voice louder, louder.
If I'm not mistaken, I think 5 times referring to either Martin Romualdez or Lisa Marcos or the President.
The rest were either congressmen or a particular congressman.
If I'm not mistaken, sir, yeah.
Counsel, you may proceed.
Now, Mr. Witness, etong mga 7 timestamps kung saan nagmumura yung Vice Presidente, why is this a factor in classifying her threats as serious and real?
Yes, Your Honor, it's very much factor. Because we want to establish the intent of the Vice President, and that intent is crucial in our investigation. We want to determine whether those utterances made by the Vice President were just a product of a temporary fit of anger. Was it just spur of the moment? Or were they really serious, actual, and real threat?
So what was your conclusion?
Your Honor.
So what was your conclusion? Was it serious, real?
Yeah, Your Honor.
Okay.
Serious and real.
Let's go to factor number 2. So 2 out of 4 factors. Now, sinabi mo yung literal meaning ng mga utterances ng Vice President. Yung literal meaning, why is this a factor in your conclusion na seryoso at totoo yung pagbabanta ng Vice Presidente?
Yes, Your Honor. Klaro po dun sa utterances ng Vice Presidente. Even before the online press conference held on November 23, 2024, the Vice President had already contracted a person to kill the President, Lisa Marcos, and the former Speaker, Your Honor.
Siguro, so the public will understand. I want you to answer in Tagalog. No? Ba't mahalaga sa inyo, sa investigasyon nyo, na yung pagkukontrata ng tao na papatay sa Pangulo at sa dalawa pa, nangyari ito bago pa man yung press conference? Ba't mahalaga sa investigasyon nyo yan?
Yes, Your Honor. Mahalaga ho yan para sa amin. Basically, it's indicative of intent. that the utterances was deliberately made up by the Vice President, and it really shows serious, actual, and real threat, Your Honor.
All right, now, Attorney Lotoc, let's go to the third factor. Yung third factor is now sinasabi mo, yung nature ng instruction. Now, could you tell the public and the court, ano bang ibig sabihin ng factor number 3, nature of the instruction?
Yes, Your Honor. In those utterances, the Vice President said, wag kang tumigil hanggat hindi mo sila mapapatay. It shows persistence on the part of the Vice President, that she was determined to carry out those utterances. And from the point of view of law enforcement agency like the NBI, it's alarming for us, sir.
It is alarming from the point of view of law enforcement agents. Now, in Tagalog, if you may, ba't mo nasabing nakaka-alarma yung sinabi ng Vice Presidente na yung instruction na huwag kang titigil hanggat hindi mo napapatay ang Pangulo, ang unang ginang, at ang former Speaker ng House of Representatives. Ba't mahalaga? Ba't alarming yan?
Well, Your Honor, pwede hong mag-take advantage yung ibang grupo dyan, ibang individual. God forbid may mangyari sa Vice Presidente for one reason or the other. Mati-trigger ho ngayon yung instruction, and then papatayin ngayon yung, God forbid again, ang Presidente, Lisa Marcos, ang former Speaker. And in fact, even yung triggering na phase na yon, pwedeng mag-take advantage doon yung ibang grupo, thinking na pag in-assassinate natin ang tatlo, ang sisisihin ang Vice Presidente. So marami hong angulo, Your Honor, para ho sa amin sa law enforcement. Medyo magiging disorder, magiging chaotic, magiging anarchy yung society pag hindi siya na-address. Yun po yung sa amin as investigator, sir.
But was she not only joking, Attorney Lotoc?
Objection leading, Your Honor.
Pero there's basis to that, Your Honor.
Sustained. Reform your
Okay,
question.
now, let's go to, let's proceed, Mr. Witness. So far, you mentioned, ito yung mga factor, no? Manner, literal meaning, nature of the instruction. Ano ba yung fourth factor kung alam mo?
The relationship between the parties, meaning the relationship between the Vice President and the President, sir.
Now, what about the fourth factor? No? Why is it significant to investigation?
Well, in one of the utterances made by the Vice President, she characterizes the relationship with the President as toxic. Your
Toxic.
Honor. If I'm not mistaken, at least 3 times niya binigkas yung term na toxic, referring to the relationship between her and the President, sir.
Now, what were your reasons, if any, that made you conclude na nasabi na ng Vice President na toxic yung relationship niya between her and the President?
Objection calls for an opinion.
Toxic yung relationship niya between her and the President.
Objection calls for an opinion, Your
Your
Honor.
Honor, investigation.
Witness may answer part of his investigation.
Una, yung resignation niya as Secretary ng Department of Education. Pangalawa, yung utterances niya noong October 18, nung sinabi niya na I realize toxic na itong relationship. Gusto kong tanggalin yung ulo niya ba? And then I imagine myself cutting his head.
What else, if any?
The reaction of the recipient of those utterances, Your Honor, the reaction from the President himself, sir.
So the reaction from the President himself. Now, you already mentioned kanina ano yung reaction ng President. Yung tanong now, Attorney Lotoc, is, why did you consider yung reaction ng mga recipients ng pagbabanta, kagaya ng President? Let's focus on the President. Ba't nyo kinonsider yung reaction nila?
Well, we want to establish whether the recipient of those utterances felt intimidated by those statements, or did they took it serious and actual threat? Material ho sa amin yun, Your Honor, if only to establish the mens rea of
Mens rea ng krimen. Now, let's focus on the president. No, let's focus on the president. Ito yung premise now. Based on your investigation, no, what was your impression of the president based on his reaction? Was he intimidated?
Well, yung opening statement ng presidente, ang sabi niya, nakakabahala ang mga narinig natin itong mga nakarang araw. Ito'y isang kriminal na pagtatangka. Papalagan ko to. Yes, Your Honor. The president took the threat by the vice president as serious and real.
Now, Mr. Witness, aside from yung reaction ng mga recipients, we focus on the president. Ano pa yung ibang mga factors na kinonsider nyo kung meron pa man?
Yes, Your Honor. We find it, this is from the point of view of the investigator, we find it disturbing when we try to compare the utterances made in October 18 and the utterances made in November 23. And may nakita ho kami doon, at least 3 o 4 na medyo, sabi ko nga, disturbing from the point of view namin.
Disturbing. 3 or 4 na disturbing na
utterances, Your Honor.
utterances. Now, let's go to that. So you said you compared the utterances in October 18 tsaka November 23. Sabi mo, you found at least 3 or 4 disturbing statements. Tama ba? Now, ano ba yung 3 statements na ito?
Your Honor, we are trying to establish the patterns and the consistencies of those utterances. For instance, nung October 18, ang sabi niya is, walang number 1 ang Pilipinas na to. Para sa akin, number 2 lamang ito. Walang number 1. And then we compared it in November 23. Ang sabi niya, ni-reiterate niya, I do not recognize anybody above me. That's number 1, Your Honor. The number 2, ang sabi niya nung October 18, hindi marunong maging presidente yung nakaupo. Kasalanan ko ba yon? And then we compared it in November 23. Ang sabi niya doon, this country will go to hell because that person who is sitting, sabi niya, doesn't know how to be a president and who is a liar.
All right.
The number 3, ang sabi niya sa October 18, meron akong 5 impeachable offense na alam kay BBM pero papasabad dyan sa House. Siyempre hindi. Then kinumpare namin yung November 23. Ang sabi niya doon is he was lying through his teeth para makuha lang yung boto ng mga tao. And then nagmura na siya, PI ka, BBM, Lisa Marcos, and Martin Romualdez, Your Honor.
You said that you found these 3 comparisons disturbing. Now, these 3, ano yung significance ng 3 comparisons na ito sa investigasyon nyo? Kung meron man.
Yes, Your Honor. Based on these patterns and consistencies in the utterances made by the Vice President, it appears that these statements have tendency to stir up the people against the government, have tendency to disturb the peace of the community, have tendency to undermine the peace and order, the public peace and order, sir.
Now, Mr. Witness, given all these findings, sinabi mo, seryoso, tsaka totoo, yung mga pagbabanta ng Vice Presidente, anong ginawa ng division mo, kung meron man, in relation to the investigation?
We executed, Your Honor, affidavit of investigation, and we recommended criminal charges. 3 counts for grave threats, and 1 count for inciting to sedition, sir.
Your Honor, now, na-mention mo yung affidavit of investigation. For clarity, anong date ng affidavit of investigation na nasabi mo?
Bunyog, bunyog, halikan na kasama ka. Bunyog, kapag buklod ay may pag-asa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, isa ang pananaw. sa bagong Pilipinas ang bunyog isisigaw. Bunyog